I'm not gonna lie, I'm a nerd, or a geek, or whatever term you prefer to call someone who has an interest in science fiction and fantasy. Suffice to say, the vast majority of my DVDs, books, and video games are directly connected to these two genres. In both of these genres, we often find human beings fighting against or alongside non-human beings that look very similar to humans. I believe one of the main reasons we imagine these non-humans appearing similar to humans is that the human appearance of these non-human characters makes it easier for us to measure ourselves against them. Alfred Kratcher, a staff scientist at Ames Laboratory, hypothesizes that aliens capture our imagination primarily through their moral functions as metahumans, rather than, for example, their scientific interest. The idea that there may be intelligent life on other worlds that resemble humans has its roots in both religion and early Western philosophy. The Christian Bible says that God created man in his own image. It can be argued that if God were to put intelligent and moral life on other worlds, these other beings would also resemble God, and therefore resemble us. On the philosophical side, Aristotle wasn't keen on the idea, but Democritus believed that there were many worlds like our own. Other famous philosophers, such as William of Ockham and Thomas Paine, have speculated on aliens in a philosophical or theological context. The sophist philosopher Protagoras of ancient Greece came up with the idea of homo mensura, which means man is the measure. Even to this day we measure many living creatures to us, often in comparison of intelligence and evolutionary standing. We seem to connect the human form to goodness. Beings that look more human in popular media are morally better than those that don't look as human. Take for example two major alien species in the television series Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the Bajorans, on your left, and the Cardassians on the right. Ignoring any and all knowledge of Star Trek canon that you have, which would you say are the good guys and which are the bad guys? In the Deep Space Nine series, the more human-like Bajorans are one of the good guys, with the exception of one or two individuals, and the less human-like Cardassians are typically the bad guys, again with a few exceptions. The almost automatic connection between the human form and goodness is somewhat ironic, given some of the horrific things humans have done, such as the Holocaust in Nazi Germany and the various genocides in Africa. But then again, what other species out there that we know of can express intelligence and morality in a way we can understand?